Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. For my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're not exactly sure what we're going to be covering. Um, I think it's either going to be Inauguration Day and Martin Luther King Jr., or we're going to be talking about the Obamacare and American Affordable Care Act. For some reason, I got both for today's video. I don't know exactly what one we're going to cover on, but stay tuned. If I cover one of them, I'm going to cover the other in another video. You probably can't tell right now because I'm cleansing my throat. I feel like I'm having a sickness or some sort of illness come on me. So I am just doing my part to be able to make sure that I'm safe and I'm able to effectively continue my YouTube videos. For some reason, if there is a hiatus or where I'm not online, do not be worried. I am coming back right as soon as I feel better. I am also, oddly enough, I'm very strong when I'm sick. The problem is I can't speak loud because of my throat. So I ordered a mic. The mic is coming tonight. So just bear with me with the audio. If you guys have watched my Elon Musk video, the one prior to this, talking about the beta versus alpha versus beta, I highly recommend you watch that video. For those of you guys who have been complaining about the closed captions, I am currently still in talks with Google support. They have been very unreliant and very unhelpful. They used to be really good. I don't know what's going on with Google, but I'm not really impressed by their assistant. They kind of just seem to be not listening to me. I tell them, oh, I did that, did that. And they just end up just sending me guidelines and paper. I'm like, you are completely useless. So anyway, I went to go try to make the video myself with the closed captions that I made for you guys. Again, lo and behold, I go to submit it and it crashes. Not once, not twice, 7 times the software program crashed every single time that I tried to submit that video. So that video is way too powerful, and the information that's in there is being infected by Mercury retrograde. So I do apologize on my behalf that I'm unable to get you the services that you need. But do not be worried. It is still in processing for closed caption. So if you want to be notified when that video closed captions has been completed, let me know in the comment section below and I will personally notify you and tell you can watch that video because the closed caption is now on. But I'm not going to take that video down because that video has very important intel and information that you need to know. And I feel like if I take it down, it just destroys the story and the story that we are building and creating and discovering as we go through this channel and the journey. I'm not going to take it down. But anyway, we're going to begin. This video is being recorded on November 22nd at 9:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This video will be a short video because I don't feel good. But we are going to do a video anyway. I want to make sure I come on, I was able to do everything. Hopefully, when this specific video uploaded, the closed caption is actually available for you. And I want to thank you all for those of you guys who've been very appreciative, supportive, understanding, loving, and supporting. I greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for your comment. Do not forget to engage with this content. Every time you engage, whether it's the liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, whatever it is, it helps expand this channel more and we're able to get more people involved in our community, and there's no better way than now to do so. But anyway, besides the point, let's just begin. We're just going to get head on and then we'll go from there. I don't know exactly what we're going to be covering. It's kind of like a mystery video today, but I know it's political. I know that it's probably going to be either revolving around Obamacare or what's it called, Inauguration Day. You'll probably know at the end of the video what it is based on the topic of today's video for the YouTube channel or whatever the topic is for the video. So you'll know before I do. So let's just keep that in mind. Anyway, let's start. Okay, so Spears Angel, tell me about what it is that we need to know regarding Inauguration Day and Martin Luther King Day. Was Martin Luther King Day fall on the same day apparently as what's it called, Inauguration Day? What do we need to know? Why do you tell me to look at that? Excuse me. So we have chiropractic grand opening. Interesting. This came up for a reading for Vice President Harris. Okay. We have Gemini, Trump, Eight of Swords. These are all cards that came up before. Gemini card with the blood moon. We have the Eight of Swords here. Something breaking in news. Something breaking. Then we have the Resistance. Justice, the Eight of Wands. You remember how I kept saying I kept seeing the Black Panther card? The Black Panther keep coming up for the Leo card, and I keep showing up again and again in almost every reading. Um, that is what is resembling. Because the Black Panther, if you guys have remembered Marvel with the Black Panther and the civil rights and stuff like that, that's what the Black Panther is symbolizing. But Martin Luther King Day is also symbolizing the Black Panther in some capacity. We have the Knight of Coins here reversed, which is the chiropractor supposed to be grand opening. It's not really grand opening. There's obviously a back pain of some sort, but it isn't exactly the pain that you would think. That's why it's reversed. But the grand opening, it means it's been ongoing for a while. This is not a short time coming. It's something that's been foreseen well into the past. We have the Gemini card in the past here. That's the Donald Trump card, the Gemini, the connection between male and female, and we have the blood moon and the stars or the constellation at this point. Um, that is telling me that Trump is involved in this aspect here, but he's in the past tense. Whereas we have the Knight of Coins reversed, which is all about the back pain and the back of America. Um, I don't know if that's literal, talking about going back to the way America was, or like the idea that they prefer would be the perfect version of America. That could be what that could be indicating. But the back is reversed, so it means we go forward, and that's the first card that came out. Underneath the Eight of Swords here, we have breaking news, guns, and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know because normally that card showed up as the main card for one of the videos before. I think it's the political death card. I need to read on JD Vance. We have the resistance or the resist card. Right, that's in the future. So in terms of the future and everything that we get in here, it feels like there's going to be a resistance to Trump going into office. But it doesn't look like it's Trump anyway, so I don't really know what is going on. Can you kind of further explain what is going on here? But why is there a resistance if Trump is not going in, but Trump is in the past, but America is going forward, and there's not breaking news? What the hell is going on? Okay, so when we read the way it falls. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. Okay, people being beaten. That's not good. That's not a good sign already. We have here crossed by Trump. Exactly crossing Trump. What the challenge is to Trump. We have here the King of Coins, Elon Musk. Okay, Nicholas Tesla. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Vice President Harris. All right, Seven of Swords reversed. And then we have here Justice. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So, it feels like in some capacity, Elon Musk is here with SpaceX, with Vice President Harris reversed, and justice being served. But the thing is, justice is looking. It's not doing this right thing, which is why it's always washing. Then here we have the opposite direction, which is challenging Trump even more, because this is aiding Trump. Actually, yeah, that's what these three cards mean. There's aid Trump, because the Supreme Court in some capacity is aiding Trump. Right, that's why the Supreme Court is washing and Vice President Harris reversed, while Elon Musk is upright. But look what's coming towards Ruth Bader Ginsburg. There's a death of some sort. There's a death. I wonder if something's gonna change in the Supreme Court. My mom called me, but I'll have to call later. And then we have here the card that's challenging Trump and this inauguration day, which we have the air card reversed. Pollution. The Knight of Swords. Right? People willing to fight for their country even if it didn't serve them or their ancestors. And then we have here the Star card reversed, the presidency. There's something gonna happen that flips upside down. Something's gonna flip upside down, and it has to do with the Middle East in some capacity. Oh crap! Okay, so here's what it said: there's somewhat ends before he goes in. At least again, this is how I'm interpreting it. Again, everything here is a legend just for entertainment purposes only. Um, it feels like to me that there might be a war that might be ending, but the country is able, once it releases itself out of war, it's able to release intel or information that flip the world upside down, and it puts Judaism on the bottom, and what to call it, Islam on the top. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly what's going to happen. It might just mean that there is a war here, and I think here is telling me that Israel is going to most likely lose the war, and Palestine is going to win the war, and that's going to flip something. But that could be metaphorically speaking, because I feel like a flip is happening. Now that could just be a flip, like I literally said, a whistleblower, but nonetheless, there's pollution here, which means that pollution is always corruption. It's always polluted. Anything that's polluted is always corrupted, right? The night of stores is somebody walking out of it almost unscathed, but injured, of course. And then you have here the side-card reverse. Someone could have flipped, and it has to do with the presidency. It looks like a presidency flip. Wonder if that is just telling me that the person who goes in doesn't end up becoming the president, which means will be Trump. Like we have the two of stories here. It's the unknown factor, right? You have this unknown person, and you have what we do know is the winner, and they're coming in for them. They're coming for the two of swords. They're coming. Under here, the chiropractor card and the eight of swords. The eight of swords with the eight of wands on the right. This is the card that is aiding it. The Queen of Swords, what to call it, national security breach. We have here Libra. Something gets revealed. During this revelation, the High Priestess takes center stage, the crows. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the crows. So I think that's what this video is going to be centered on, the crows. And the idea for Inauguration Day is that something dark is coming, but it flips. So there's a flip here. And the crow is normally a good, it's an omen. But normally the crows in this aspect are very highly intelligent being. They're very highly intelligent, they're very smart, they're brave, very inspirational animals. I mean, they are phenomenal, they are very loyal, they are very memorable. The fact that they're showing up in the reading for the Eight of Wands, which is the resistance, the darkness that's coming, is going to be heavily resisted by the resistance, once it's known as the High Priestess card. The High Priestess card is also the energy of the Democrat. So I think there's something big that's coming, and something's going to be revealed that changes everything. We've been talking about that before, so that's not a surprise. But the bottom it involved the Supreme Court in some capacity. And here's again Ruth Bader Ginsburg, right? Ruth Bader Ginsburg in this card saying that the corruption of the Supreme Court is prevalent, right? She's looking, but she's holding justice. But the justice thing, the ways are being weighed down by death, right, over life. But here, you see it reverse. It's no longer being weighed by the mechanical, it's not being weighed by the people. So, that's also a very key note. And the fact that she's coming in this reading, telling me there's something going on in the Supreme Court, there's something going on in D.C. Let me see if something big is happening in D.C., because that's what it feels like at the moment. Doesn't mean that the Supreme Court might not be getting involved, but something's happening in D.C. that's major around this time. I wonder if there's a full moon. The full moon would make a lot of sense, I will see. Okay, let's see. I want to see if there's a full moon first, because I feel like a full moon might be very important in this aspect. The full moon in January. Let's see if there even is one. Okay, yeah. So there's the full moon. The full moon of January will be called known as the Wolf Moon. Will occur at 12:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 25th. According to the U.S. Naval Observatory, moonrise in New York City is at 4:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Let's see what this wolf moon means spiritually. It encourages you to focus on your emotional well-being, family connections, and creating a sense of security. What do you call it? It encourages us to either reconnect with loved ones or deepen our relationship within ourselves through self-care practices. Interesting. Okay, and full moons January negative effects. Because I would like to see the negative as well, because, that might give us a more clear indicator as well about what we're doing. Sleep disruptions, mood swing, cardiovascular condition. We talked about heart problem like many times. Pain, computer problem. Talked about that as well. The moon influence on humans has never been significantly proven. The brain and heart are made up around 73% water, and the lungs are 83%, skin are 64, and muscles and kidneys are 79, and bones 31. While some believe the moon position influences the water inside us, there's no scientific evidence to support this. Like I always said, water is a destructive element. It's a shapeshifter element. It's able to shapeshift into a very calm sequence or a very disruptive one. So, stuff like that. Anyway, at least now we kind of established what moon is. Let's kind of talk about more of what the hell is going on, because there's something big going on in DC. Let's see if we can maybe break it. So, Spirit Angel, tell me, what is going on in Washington DC? Why is something big happening around Martin Luther King Day, the wolf moon, which is on January 25th, and Inauguration Day? What is going on during that week? Again, there's gay people here. Okay, so that's interesting that gay people show up here. Okay, I'm hearing they take back their power. You take back your power during this time. Yeah, you take back your power, because at the bottom of that previous reading we just did, we had the Supreme Court and also had gay rights in it. The center of this reading, though, what is going on, what's major in DC, is we have the Lover card. Excuse me, not the Lover card. We have the Three of Cups here. That's the Democrat card. That is the celebration card, right? People from different diverse backgrounds celebrating. Okay, they're celebrating the Three of Cups here. Why are they celebrating? There's something big happening in DC. We have here in the past tense, we have the moon. Now we have the wolf moon. We have two wolves here. Something big's happening to take Trump out. Something happened to Trump in DC. And then we have here underneath the Three of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands underneath the Three of Cups, which hasn't happened yet, but it means take back your power. That actually should be the reading of today's video. Take back your power. And then he has been followed by the reverse Nine of Swords, which means something is with the military. And that's why it's reversed. You see the knives falling down from the sky? It's no longer is, and the military is not upset. So something, I don't know, it feels weird. It feels like it's not a coup, because the military is almost like involved in this. But there's a Three of Cups here, the Ace of Wands reversed, which means take back your power, which might mean that there might be a force to be reckoned with. Oh, okay. So there is no coup, there's no military coup. At least not that we're aware of. I mean, theoretically, hold on. So the way this card would work is that it's saying here that, well, there is no private militia, but that doesn't mean that it's the military. The military is not upset. The military might be working in favor of protecting democracy, so they might push somebody in who protect democracy, and therefore they have no remorse. That could be what that card could also indicate. If we have the moon card here, something gets revealed during the wolf moon. We have here the Three of Wands. Three of Swords. We have this card at the bottom of the deck, right? Some sort of restriction, and you have somebody in again a restricted space disability. And what is the top of the card? Ten of Cups. That's also not a good card. That's a flood of some sort. I wonder if it's a flood of information. Because remember we talked about with the wolf moon that there's a problem with computers, and there's some sort of strong pull with water. There's a lot of water here, but there's also the electrical outlet, the network, the electricity, something like that. Something is gonna go out. I wonder if there's a blackout. Or a blackout, yeah. Something reveals something. I'm seeing like an image in my head of anonymous releasing information, like a whistleblower. But why would they wait so last minute? What boggles me. Okay, Spirit Angels, tell me why did they waste? Well, hold on, let's do that. Is there a military coup? Let's go there around the Wolf Moon, January, um, Martin Luther King Day, Inauguration Day, and the Wolf Moon on January 25th. Is there some sort of coup that goes on to overtake Donald Trump out of power by force to protect democracy? Is that what's going on here? Okay. We have the Eight of Cups here. There's some sort of plan, and it's the war room. This is the war room here. We have here the Knight of Swords, which is mental. Okay. Being aided by the Knight of Cups. This is the Trump Tower in the background. And then here it is, the Eight of Coins. You have the Ten of Swords here. I honestly think there's gonna be a takedown of some sort. I feel it in my gut. Like there's something in my gut right now, and it feels very heavy. But it feels like someone taking it and twisting my organs around my intestinal. It's like hurts like really bad actually. Yeah, I know we have here the Magician card. There's an end of something. There's an end. Something ends. And then we have here that guy that we talked about earlier. He's reversed now. This is the Six of Coins reverse. Interesting. So it feels like to me that there is the Eight of Cups here. Were just telling me that they are planning something. Something big is happening. That is being planned to prevent something. But it feels like there's something here, but I don't know if they're gonna act on it. But I feel like they're making a best and worst case scenario what to do. So they're planning and being prepared. That's what it is. They're called preparedness. The Knight of Swords here, it feels like unsure action. It might be perceived as some as unpatriotic or unloyalty. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups reversed. It's the fall of the Trump Tower. So if anything, there could be is the answer. It could be. Because we have here is being given by the Eight coin. And the one of these paintings on now for the story is the fall, the death. The death the ten of swords, the ending. We have the Magician card. And that's reverse. I feel like they are going to protect the country if it calls for protection. But they wouldn't just do it. But it'll be around the moon. So something with the Wolf Moon. The Wolf Moon always lived in packs. There's a pack here that's created a pack. We have here the Nine of Wands reverse. Foundational is about to be destroyed. What we know and how we view our country is about to be dismantled, and so they have to be in a pack, an agreement to save the country and make the Trump Tower fall. And then we have here the Ten of Coins. Worth the cost every penny, paying off that debt. Oh crap. Okay, so here's what it is. So theoretically, if you take out Trump, well, now I'm talking about in a metaphysical sense or a metaphorical, not an actual physical sense. So I'm talking about in entertainment purposes only, everything alleged. If you remove Trump in some capacity, you also heal Earth, but you also heal the United States' dark past. You by removing him, you remove the karma that has plagued the United States. That's what that is. And then you have here the Ace of Cups. Something cooking. Something is cooking, and it's going to cause an end. The Hermit. Right now in darkness, and then eventually the Three of Wands. We're gonna end with this one. It ends with the Empress, the Three of Crows, and the Empress card. The Three of Wands. The Hermit is darkness, but the final outcome card, this guy's painting the story. This is the final story. The Empress wins. Interesting. Let's see what's on the bottom of this deck here. What represents this reading today with the military? We have here, we have the Five of Cups reversed, loss, being challenged by the Knight of Pentacles. Stallmate, something stalled. And on the bottom of the deck here, we have the Queen of Swords, which is Vice President Harris. You know, I've been saying for a while on the channel, it felt like the king. Like, it feels like, you know, like how they do the coronation. And somebody goes in and says, I object to the coronation, and they give out and say, hey, listen, this person's actually not part of the bloodline. Therefore, they do not inherit the crown. I do instead. Like that. That's what I'm kind of seeing a situation play out. Because, you know, if Trump thinks he's a king, he's going to get the treatment of being a king, right? Or the lineage. That's what it kind of feels like, the same treatment. So I would not be surprised if that happened, if, you know, we end up living in a scenario where something like that can occur. Let's see, it's 9:30. Probably do another part of this video or another question. Let's ask about JD Vance. And then we'll just end the video now because I want to be able to get this thing uploaded and hopefully the closed captions are processed. Because that's just a nightmare last time. Trying to get the closed captions to process and it just wasn't processing. It was just a whole thing. But anyway, let's do that. So Spirit Angels, tell me about JD Vance. Where's JD Vance during the Inauguration Day, the Wolf Moon, and Martin Luther King Day? Where is he? That's a lot of cards, so we're not going to include any of them. Where is JD Vance on those days? I told you guys many times, I don't see him. I don't see him. JD Vance is missing. We have the Six of Coins in the bottom of the deck. JD Vance is missing. It feels like they set him up. He just set up. But it also feels like a spy. I don't think JD Vance is loyal to Trump. I don't think they know that. They're not loyal to Trump. Because you have the Eight of Wands here, which is the resistance. He was very resistant to Trump in the past. Followed by the Aries card, which is the goat. And you have the dragon here. We talked about the dragon last week, yesterday's video with Elon Musk, I think. And then we have here Hawaii, Tulsi Gabbard, right? Russia. But I don't feel like he's being influenced by Russia. That's the thing. You know, you would think, but it's not. I mean, we have the Eight of Cups. He's being misunderstood. He knows something that we don't. I wonder if he's working for somebody. But it's not a foreign entity. That's the thing. He's working for somebody. He's giving intel. And that's why Trump knows that. And that's why I don't see him in the picture. But we have the Earth card. And the Earth card is reversed, the beekeeper, keeping the hive alive. Right? But there's some sort of fall in terms of power. There's a power structure here. Bees are very, what's it called? They're very hierarchical. They have a higher system, like a hierarchy system. You know, he should be on the top hierarchy system, but he's not. He's falling down in the hierarchy system because there's some way they found information or found ties to him directly. You have Jared Kushner, you have Ivanka Trump. I don't know who that is, but that looks like the person he pointed last night for Attorney General when Matt Gaetz stepped down. You have James Comey, whatever this Ram dude is. Then you have, I don't even know what that is. And then it's kind of like Putin. But the thing is, it doesn't look like Putin. I'm hearing Wiener. Like Harry Wiener. Wait, is that guy? No, hold on. Harvey Wiener, I think, is something involved in Hollywood is involved in this. I wonder if JD Vance might have been an actor in musical or theater at some point. But he might be really good at hiding it. But this is the Seven of Cups. Only 3 out of 4 are red. Which is telling me here that something major could happen. There's a lot of spillage here. There's some sort of spillage. Then we have the 5 of coins. Homelessness, right? But that's reverse. And it's being aided by the Magician card. I feel like he is working for somebody else other than Trump. Because we have the 9 of Swords reverse. Yeah, we have the Knives of Cups. I don't know. I just feel like it's just not working with Trump. There's something going on with Trump and him that just not working out. Yeah, we have the Six of Wands here. He's not resistant to Trump, but he's also not working for Trump. But he's in cahoots with somebody else. Like I said, I've said this many times in my other video. It feels like to me that Trump does not understand politics. Politics is where people are no longer not your friend. They are never going to be your friend. They always have an agenda for themselves. This is no different. JD Vance has an agenda for himself. Whether that's a good agenda or a bad agenda, that's something that remains. But what we do know is that he used Trump and Trump used him. So they benefited each other for when the time that they ran. But in some capacity, JD Vance is working for somebody. But it's somebody domestically, not internationally. Where is Vice President Harris and Vice President Harris during the blood moon? Excuse me. Where is Vice President Harris during the wolf moon, inauguration day, and Martin Luther King Day? Can you kind of like pinpoint me like what's going on with Vice President Harris? Okay, so I'm hearing it's not her time yet. Yeah, it's not her time yet. Now, if this is any recollection for you guys, let me just speak to you directly. Um, I said many times and many times again, I do see democracy surviving in the United States, even if Trump is in office. Now, here is how I know that. Because in my tarot card reading a long, long time ago, I think back in 2020, somebody asked me, can you read in yourself where you're going to be in politics? I said, okay. And I said that I was going to be elected president during the time of a civil war, or the start of one, but to never become president because I get. So theoretically speaking, if the only way I could become president, theoretically, the presidency has to be intact in some capacity, right? It has to be intact, but it would have to be either in 2030s, right? 2030s, it's normally, uh, it's gonna take a couple of years before we do get to a civil war. For those of you guys who think the civil war is happening, no, I think this is the lead up to it. I mean, there's definitely gonna be a civil war, 100%, almost guaranteed, but it's not happening this decade, and I said that before. It looks like it's happening next decade. Um, I'm trying to change that path. Trying to change that timeline because really, I don't need to be shot. I would like to do something else. I would like to actually do things and actually help the country. But anyway, besides the point, just wanted to give you a little bit of hope there. Besides the Civil War stuff, but every country had to go through that, so I don't even consider that negative. But anyway, besides the point, we have the moon card, the wolf moon. That's in the past here. The wolf moon. The wolf moon is after January 25th with the Nine of Coins. And the Nine of Coins is a very positive card for Vice President Harris. Right, look at all her achievements. She's living her glory days around this time. She's living her glory days. But Aquarius is reversed, and this is the age of Aquarius. Something gotta happen with Aquarius. Because I know we're going to be entering the age of Aquarius, and normally the age of Aquarius is the age of women. I want to see if we're going to go retrograde or go backwards in terms of Aquarius. What is going on with Aquarius in January? Let's see. Maybe it could be early February too, so we'll look at February as well. Aquarius experiencing the start of the season in January, with the sun entering the sign on January 20th. January 20th is when Aquarius enters, marking a period of heightened focus on their humanitarian values, social connections, and innovative thinking. This also coincides with Pluto entering Aquarius, which is Pluto's return. So on Inauguration Day, America officially entered Pluto's return, which means it goes back to the way America was founded on, the principle and the values that America was founded upon. Potentially bring a significant transformation on a collective level and prompting a deep self-reflection for Aquarius. Let's see. Okay. What is going on with Aquarius in January 2025? Retrograde. Okay. Okay, so we're having a for Aquarius sign Jupiter's retrograde from October 9th, 2024 to February 4th, 2025 will magnify feelings of uncertainty and indecision, particularly regarding finances, health, and relationships. That's very interesting because October 10th or 11th, I said that Vice President Harris was going to win. That was the first time I ever got her winning. So this takes place during the time of retrograde, during Jupiter entering into Aquarius, which is a very significant sign going into January, early February. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Trump goes in on January, but gets removed, and Vice President Harris goes in February. I would not be surprised if that happens, and I've said that before. In January 25th, Aquarius would be entering. Yeah, there's everything we already heard, everything we already know. Okay, yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so it makes a little bit more sense now why Aquarius is reversed. Because Aquarius is reversed right now, which means that we're going to be entering it. But we don't enter it until the 20th of Inauguration Day, which is also Martin Luther King Day and Inauguration Day. And then follow 5 days later, we have the Wolf Moon. Oh, I see that. Okay, so we have the Wolf Moon here, and then Vice President Harris goes in, but she cannot go in until after Aquarius is entered into. So if Harris wants to become president, she needs to be able to go in and become president after Aquarius has moved, Pluto has moved into Aquarius. So that's what it is. It has to take place after. It has to take place after January 25th. But during this time, there's the Six of Swords, which is rebellion. And we have the Nine of Swords here. There's something going on here with the military. Again, like I said, the military card keeps showing up with reverse Nine of Swords. There's a militia. There might be a showdown. Because we have here, we have the Ace of Swords again. Loyalty. And then we have here, final card here, the Knight of Coins, the chiropractor. Breaking the back. Breaking the very foundation of the United States. Challenging every aspect of the U.S. And can it hold on is what it's saying here. And then we have here the Five of Swords. I think there's going to be something going down here. It almost feels like this is the military. So the military is supporting the United States, supporting Vice President Harris, while the private militia is supporting Trump, which could be explained why this card shows up at the bottom deck here, which is kind of like giving the vibe and the ambiance of Trump walking on the White House lawn. And these are the people that he's working with. They're not quite militaristic. That's what that could be indicating. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Republicans down in terms of the Congressional House or the House, but the Democrats are up. I feel like, in a way, there's going to be some big change happening. It's going to shake the very core of the United States, the very foundation of the United States. Whether or not the United States can survive, that's a whole other issue. But there's shaking coming, a big earthquake, if you will. I don't know. I find it interesting that that is what we're getting. Now, we are going to give you a sense of hope here before we do end today's video. I am going to pull you a fortune card. Alright. So, Spirit Angel, tell me, for my viewers who are at the end of this video here, what fortune do they need to know about what is going to take place for them around Inauguration Day, January 20th? What's the Inauguration Day? Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and also the Wolf Moon on January 25th. So what should they expect? Okay, you guys have a lot of you, so I guess a lot of you guys are watching this. We have luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. So if you guys are creating businesses or private businesses, I definitely feel like you should pursue it. I'm also seeing that some of you guys are also going into school or college or what's it called? You're pursuing a new avenue. I think a lot of people, some of you guys need to start going out to eat and meeting with friends for brunch or going out to the bar. I feel like some of you guys are single or widowed or divorced and you need to go out and start dating again. We do have here opportunities, a reverse opportunity, and important offer will be made to be prepared and dressed to impress. So that's what this is saying here. You have luck on your side, but you need to seek the opportunity. That is why that card is reversed. Now, for those of you guys who might feel a bit more in tune with this, just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. We have here twists and turns. Carefully made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get a lot of rest to cope with the upheaval. There's a saying for you guys in particular, you need planning in your life right now. You need to be able to be consistent. You need to have a plan, a layout about what you want to do in your future and what you want to expect. For you guys, you need to be able to start manifesting. Start making a journal, where you want to see yourself in a certain amount of years, a certain amount of months. Just make a goal and just stick to it. Then you have here, if you do that, you'll have major life changes in your life. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. These are the two cards. If you resonate with them, that is a message for you. If you don't resonate with that, or you resonate with the title or the name of it, whatever it is, take what does, leave the rest behind. Because again, this is a reading for everybody who's watching this video, not just you individually. So therefore, it's not going to be more personalized. It's going to be more generalized for whoever's watching for today. So hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.